Alright, today in class we talked about solving systems of equations with three variables. So on this first problem here, the first thing you're going to do is rewrite the first two equations. Then you're going to get rid of one of the variables, so I'm going to get rid of the y. So 3 and 1 both multiply into 3, so the only one I need to change is the bottom one. So when I do this, I got to multiply all the way across, so I have negative 9x plus 3y plus 15z equals negative 15. Then in order for these to cancel out, I'm going to have to subtract. So negative 5 minus negative 9 is positive 4x. Your 3y's cancel. And then 6 minus 15z is negative 9z. And then 4 minus negative 15 is positive 19. After you do the first two equations, then you're going to do the bottom two equations together. So you have negative 3x plus y plus 5z equals negative 5. And then negative 4x plus 2y plus z equals 13. The important thing is, if you eliminated the y in the top two equations, you have to eliminate the y in the bottom two equations. So you're going to look at your y's. You have a 2 and a 1, so you only need to multiply the top equation by 2. So you have negative 6x plus 2y plus 10z equals negative 10. And then your bottom one, just rewrite it. So in order to get them to cancel, you have to subtract. So negative 6x minus negative 4x is negative 2x. Your y's cancel. 10 minus 1z is 9z. And then negative 10 minus 13 is negative 23. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to take these two equations and we're going to solve them like a normal system of equations. So looking at these two problems, if I add straight down, my z's are going to cancel. So I have 2x equals negative 4. So I have x equals negative 2. So then I'm going to take my negative 2 and I'm going to plug it back in for x. So I have 4 times negative 2 minus 9z equals 19. So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 minus 9z equals 19. Add your 8 to both sides and you get negative 9z equals 27. So then z equals negative 3. So now you're going to take both of these, negative 2 and negative 3, and you're going to go back to your original equations and plug them in. So I'm just going to do it in the top equation. So I have negative 5 times negative 2 plus 3y plus 6 times negative 3 equals 4. So negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10 plus 3y minus 18 equals 4. So 10 minus 18 is negative 8. So we have 3y minus 8 equals 4. So now we have 3y equals 12. So y equals 4. So now you're going to take all three of your answers. So y equals 4. And you're going to write them as an ordered triplet. So the x goes first, then the y, and then the z. Alright, on this next problem, you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to start with the top two equations. So you have 5x minus 4y plus 2z equals 21. And then you have negative x minus 5y plus 6z equals negative 24. On this one, I'm going to eliminate my x's, so I'm going to multiply my bottom equation by 5. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite the top one. And then I'm going to distribute the 5 all the way through, so I have negative 5x minus 25y plus 30z equals negative 120. So now I'm just going to add straight down, my x's cancel. Then I have negative 29y plus 32z equals negative 99. So now I'm done with the top two equations. Now I need to move to the bottom two equations. So I have negative x minus 5y plus 6z equals negative 24. And then negative x minus 4y plus 5z equals negative 21. Again, you're looking for the same letter that you canceled in the other one, which is x. So in this case, you just need to subtract. So negative x minus negative x is going to cancel. Negative 5 minus negative 4 is going to be a negative y. 6 minus 5 is just z. And then negative 24 minus negative 21 is going to be negative 3. So again, you're going to take this equation and your other equation, and you're going to solve them like a normal system. So if you add straight down right now, nothing will cancel. So you need to pick a letter. So I'm going to pick y. So I'm going to rewrite the top one. Then I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 29. So I have negative 29y plus 29z equals negative 87. So then in order to get my y's to cancel, I have to subtract. So my y's cancel. 32 minus 29 is 3z. Negative 99 minus negative 87 is negative 12. So now we know z equals negative 4. So now I'm going to plug that back in. So I have negative y minus 4 equals negative 3. So I know negative y equals 1. So y equals negative 1. So now I'm going to take both of these and go back to the originals. So I have negative 1 for y and negative 4 for z. Now I'm going to plug it into the top equation. So I have 5x minus 4 times negative 1 plus 2 times negative 4 equals 21. So now you're going to multiply, so you have 5x plus 4 minus 8 equals 21. So you have 5x minus 4 equals 21. So then you have 5x equals 25. So x equals 5. So then you're going to use all three of your answers to write your ordered triplet. So you have 5, negative 1, and negative 4.